Hello once again. This is Earl Bryant coming at you from the New York City suburbs of Long Island, also called Strong Island, with another edition of Pearls from Earl. And it's my mission to educate, edify, and encourage excellence in every area of your life. Today's Pearl is called You Can Change the Channel, You Can Change Your Life. When you're watching television and you don't like the program on, you change the channel. When you're listening to the radio, you don't like the program that you're hearing, you change the station. When you're online and you're looking at a website you don't particularly care for, you change the website or you change the browser. All three things have this in common. They're very simple to change. Most people do it without even thinking about it. They do it unconsciously. It's very simple. Now, if the dialogue changes to making adjustments in your life, that's when things get a little bit dicey. People don't want to make changes in their life the same way that they do TV, radio, internet. One reason why is because when you make changes to TV, radio, internet, that's something outside of yourself that doesn't affect you directly. You might be pushing a button, but potentially someone else is responsible for making the change. You're just giving them a command to do so, and they take care of it for you. That's one reason. Another reason is people like to be comfortable. People want things outside themselves to change, but they want to remain the same. It was Lisa Nichols who said that people don't become who they want because they're too attached to who they've been. So they want things outside of them to change, and they have the attitude that, well, if everything around me changes, if everything outside of me changes, then I have a chance of being happy. They try to put the cart in front of the horse. Now, to be honest, that isn't true, because even if everything around them changed, they'd still be miserable, and I'm going to get to why in a moment. Another reason is this: change requires work. It requires effort. And when most people think of work and effort, they think of something tangible that you can do with your hands. But the type of work and effort I'm referring to is the kind that takes place on the inside. It was Henry Ford and Albert Einstein who were attributed as saying this: thinking is hard work. That's why so few people do it. And most people really don't want to change. And here's the deal. The type of change that's lasting change, that's significant change, that could be called long-term change, if not permanent, begins on the inside. It begins in your head, in your mind, and it begins in your heart. There's a story about a gentleman who went to do repairs at a factory, and he checked out the boiler, rubbed his hands over certain parts of the piping, found a certain spot, pulled out a mallet, whacked on it a few times, and the boiler roared back to life. A couple of days later, he sent the bill to the manager of the factory, and the manager was upset and livid because he couldn't believe that this man was going to charge him $1,000 when he wasn't even in the factory 5 minutes, just smacked on the pipe and took care of the problem. And he asked the repairman to give him an itemized listing of the charges on an invoice. He said, I'll send you an email. In the email, the manager got the message, and it said, tapping on pipe, $2. Knowing where to tap, $998. Please pay ASAP. Have a nice day. The man charged for his knowledge. It was what was up here that made the difference. But the biggest thing, which is twofold, that a lot of people deal with when it comes to change is this. On the one hand, they think they have to do it all by themselves. Now, it may be true that you start something by yourself, but anyone who has ever been successful will tell you they couldn't have done it alone, and that they had help from people along the way who saw what they were doing and came alongside and offered their assistance. Okay? And on the flip side, this is another reason why people don't want to change, because like I said earlier, with the TV, radio, and internet, change is easy. It's very easy, it's quick, It's fairly simple. You just flick a few buttons and you get your change. We've grown up in a microwave instant society where it's instant everything, just add water. And what people don't want to deal with is change that's going to take some time. That's going to be a process. They don't realize, even more than fearing failure, even more than fearing success, the one thing that people really fear, if you get down to the heart of it, is struggle. People don't want to struggle, because in the minds of some people, struggle means an endless cycle of frustration that is going to lead to nowhere, and they're just going to be spinning their wheels and going in circles and getting nothing accomplished. But what they don't understand is that when you work toward a change, the change works toward you, it also works in you. You become a different person as you work through that struggle. You become someone stronger, better, wiser. And what they also don't understand is that all change, all true, meaningful, lasting, significant, long-term change begins on the inside, in your mind and in your heart, before it becomes outside. Everything that you see on the outside is a reflection of something that somebody thought, or that somebody reasoned, or that somebody determined on the inside. It's all a reflection. So if you really want to make a change, the change begins on the inside, not the outside. You don't put the cart in front of the horse if you're going to get someplace that's important to you. You work on what's inside, and what's on the inside works on the outside, and that's where meaningful, lasting change comes. So it is true that if you want to change your life, it starts on the inside. It's not like the TV and the radio and the internet where you change on the outside or you rely on someone else to make the change for you. It starts with you. It might not end up entirely with you, and you don't have to do it all by yourself. Okay? So, you can change the TV. You can change the radio. You can change the internet. You can change your life. It might not happen as quickly as changing the channel on the TV, changing the station on the radio, or changing the website online, but that doesn't mean it isn't possible. Go through the process, go through the struggle, and as you do, you become better, you become stronger, you become wiser, and you become a lot more like the person that you really want to be, because you let go of the person that you used to be. Now that is today's Pearl from Earl. I hope that you got some value out of it. If you did, please do me the honor of liking it, or sharing it, or even subscribing to my channel. Don't be shy. Share this information with other people that you know who can benefit from what you just heard. And I would also point out to you that this lesson that I shared with you today also is something that I learned from people that I have had the privilege of meeting over the past few months to a year, who are helping me to improve my mindset, improve my skill set, and improve my life, not only personally, but professionally. If you would like more information about the people that I have had the privilege to meet, who might be able to assist you in your life like they have with mine, please indicate your interest in the comments, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible so that I can get you in touch with them, and they can show you what they have to offer, and you can decide if it's a good fit for you. In fact, you can take a test drive of 10 days for $10 so that you can find out if this is the type of community and the type of organization that you want to mastermind with to help you to improve and to reach your personal and your professional goals. Now again, this has been Pearls from Earl. I'm the CEO of Pearls from Earl, coming at you from the New York City suburbs of Long Island. I thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this all the way through. I do so appreciate your attention. And until the next time, when I hope to see you right back out there with yet another Pearl from Earl and a lesson and some wisdom and some insight, you have a blessed day. You take care. Bye for now.